Welcome back, everybody. As Bitcoin's approaching a break of this local low here at 75K, 74.8K, I'm going to explain to you in this video why this is only the start of the bear market, people. We are in the beginning phases of a much bigger downtrend. I'm going to map out exactly how this is going to go and why, looking at the 4-year cycle, looking at traditional markets. I'm going to bang through this so quick for you. Stick with me throughout the whole video. We're going to start off just on the 4-year cycle here, and then I'll go to smaller time frames for you as well, and we will map out exactly how I'm seeing this play out from an Elliott wave point of view. As you guys know, we are Elliott wave traders. That's the foundation, how we get bias in the markets here, and it allows us to see quite clearly. We called on this channel. We called this as the top for BTC. All up in here, we were selling everything, sold ETH. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, and there was an ungodly amount of people calling this the beginning of the bull run, the beginning of the blow off top. The bull run's just getting started. We haven't even started yet. And looking back at that time now, we can all laugh and we can laugh at those people. You know who the analysts were, you know who the X accounts and the YouTube channels were, you know who the people were that promoted that stuff, and it's honestly laughable and embarrassing. And we got so much hate on this channel for calling this the top, for shorting it, for catching shorts up here, even playing this move down and selling everything up here. I mean, who has the last laugh? It's Team Junkies, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the family. I love you guys, all the supporters, everyone watching. The truth always comes out, you know, the truth always comes out. So looking at the 4-year cycle on the weekly time frame, it's honestly panning out perfectly. I've had this kind of ABC correction drawn on. Actually, I'm going to go into Discord real quick. I will pull up the daily chart. I've shown you this chart a million times on this channel, dating back all the way back in here. Really have changed nothing, and it still looks great to me. You can go back in my videos and try to find this. Maybe next video I'll find you a couple clips, but we have been tracking this pretty spot on, looking for just a corrective move and then big time bullish. But I'm looking to finish this out around the end of 2027, end of 2026 this year, sorry. Find local bottom. This chart is available in Discord, guys. Check out the Discord if you haven't already. Shameless plug on that. But the 4-year cycle is tracking quite nicely. This time period here would get us to a bottom around the end of this year, and look for, you know, I don't think we're going to just shoot straight up, probably get some accumulation in here and then kind of work our way up. But, you know, the time period's about 350 to 400 days in the bear markets, about 1,000 days in the bull markets. You know, that's kind of what it's been. And if we are going off of that same logic, yeah, we should find bottom around the end of 2026. This should be no surprise. This is, you know, pretty basic stuff here for Bitcoin. It's just, you know, judgment gets clouded when there's so much bullish news, when things are looking so great, and it's only usually after the fact that people are like, oh wait a second, you know. So you know, Elliott wave allows us to see this clearly, and it is the foundation of my trading and my analysis. Actually trading this stuff, it's different, but as far as the foundation and getting bias and seeing where the chart's likely to go, Elliott wave is goated. Tesla, this is on the weekly time frame. Traditional markets are all looking pretty bearish, and especially Tesla. I have here, I just pulled this up. We had a question over in Discord, and honestly made for a good talking point here. There's so many IPOs coming in this year, guys. SpaceX, OpenAI, Anthropic, like big IPOs. Usually when you see this, that's the big players. That's Mr. Musk trying to get out. And sell shares publicly, and take that money and run. So usually it's a bearish sign. Usually you'll see these IPOs kind of launch and then dump. So I am seeing signs of a dump on the Tesla chart. We have a correction down, a correction up that broke the high, and you guys know what I'm going to say if you've been watching me. I am the flat king for a reason. We are at the 1618. We have all this bearish divergence on the Tesla chart, and we're looking for a big time nuke to the downside. It ain't going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take time to play out. We might get an initial move here, but eventually we will work our way down like so, heading into the end of this year. and it pans out perfectly time-wise. It's just another thing to look at. If you guys, speaking of Tesla, if you want to trade stocks, Weeks has an amazing futures stock trading, perpetual futures, non-KYC. It's what we've been messing with. So if you, especially if you aren't in the US and you want to get your toes wet in some stocks, check out Weeks, non-KYC, available globally. I got you guys a bonus as always. Check it out below. And Blowfin is the best non-KYC exchange. Everyone's flocking over to Blowfin, and we've been promoting them for the longest time. I give you guys the best products, and I get you guys the best bonuses. It's about time everyone's starting to hop on the Blowfin train. Go check them out. You get access to every bonus I get them to launch for us below. It's not just a new user bonus. It's an every user bonus, every campaign period. So go check them out. Sign up below. Right now we have, let's see, 10%. This just launched, so 10% deposit bonus and up to $9,400 in trading volume bonuses. You get VIP 1 reduced fees for life. And they are the most legit non-KYC exchange doing it right now. Make sure you check Blowfin out. We've been with them the longest time. Crypto, and they have metals over there as well now. Go check them out. But yeah, for Tesla, bearish. I mean, this chart looks so unbelievably bearish. This is the weekly time frame. The daily time frame is looking like the same thing. Unbelievably bearish. And for Bitcoin, I do see, you know, just working on the big time frames before we go smaller in a second here. I do see a little bit lower to go here, but a nice corrective phase here should start off heading into summertime, the middle of the year. So we're close. We're close. I don't think it's ready yet. But then, you know, towards Q3, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not here to be a fortune teller and look in a crystal ball, but something will trigger some kind of pretty bad collapse. It's going to be a good buying opportunity though. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Now looking at a closer view of the Bitcoin chart here. Looking to finish 5 waves to the downside. And in this 5th wave here, I'm looking for 5 waves as well. So it doesn't look finished to me yet. And it's really just about figuring out, hey, what are we doing in here? How are we getting down here? Where are we going to? That's really the only question I have. I posted this over on X stating that the CME gap at 84.5K probably going to entice a lot of longs in, assuming that we're going to go grab that for good reason. I get it. But there's a bunch of liquidity sitting down here, guys, a bunch. And I think we're going to go take this and play on the CME gap. It doesn't need to get filled immediately, guys. It does not. And especially when structure's putting in something like this, probably going to take everyone out. And then we can go attack. And this might fake it out as well. Maybe we fill some of the CME gap and then we come down for a wave 5, which, you know, spoiler, it's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we get our bigger corrective phase, which we can fill that and do whatever we got to do and then plummet end of next year, right? So this is kind of what I'm looking out for, a 5-way move to the downside. And it's a matter of, you know, not if we're going down in my head, it's a matter of how we're getting down there. You know, even today, I got enticed into some longs, full disclosure. And I wanted to see more of a corrective move like this, which, hey, we still might get it, sure. And come and take some of this out and then flip short up here. But I mean, everything is so weak right now. Probably we have a 1-2, another 1-2, looking for 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Once I see a finished 5 waves, I can at least say, okay, this move right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that looks finished. That looks done. Let me make this bigger. And then probably have a more sub-degree pullback for that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then would have one more push to the downside. I think it's going to get pretty dumpy. It's going to get pretty dumpy. 72K is an area of interest for me. 72, 73. Good potential for, you know, a bounce. I think this little bounce, this would head towards CME gap, entice some more longs in here. But I think we still have another wave down to go from how I'm counting this. And it could dip down quite far, especially if this right here is my wave 1. Yeah, I mean, 67K minimum. 67K minimum. Let me see what this trend line gets us at. Maybe we retest that trend line breakdown. Or breakout, I should say. But long story short, I don't see this being finished, not even close, until I see a series of 4-5s put in, which we're not even done with this one, and then a pullback and another one's coming. From how I'm counting this, and you guys know, I've been doing this a while. I'm not right all the time, but we got a pretty good feel for how these markets flow and move, especially with the Elliott waves. Looking to, 66, 67, and then we can have our bigger correction. You know, I think everyone's gonna fierce panic sell down here once we break the lows. And like I said, this could get pretty dumpy. This can rip all the way down to 60K. Seriously. But then I'm expecting a pullback and then continuation. You know, you might have another sell opportunity up here. Amazing buy opportunity down here if we get this full move. If we get the full move. Do I think you should be selling down here? No, I thought you should be selling up here, guys. Down here, hey, I don't hate buying down here, right? I don't hate spot buys down here at this point. Buy low, sell high, guys. It really is that easy. It really is that easy. All right, that's what I'm thinking. I hope this helped, guys. Subscribe if you like this content. Don't lose me in the algo. Smash the likes if you support this channel. Appreciate all of you guys. Trade safe. See you in the next video. Peace.